Hi everyone, and welcome back. Today I will be talking about the Muninn for Tier 5 Darks. A lot of people were asking about the fitting and how to run the rooms, so I decided to make a series about it. It's going to be a small series, but still, if you want to run the Muninn in Tier 5s, you will find this video interesting together with some of the upcoming ones. It's gonna be cheaper than running the Cerberus for Tier 5s, if you wanted to run it stable at least. So yeah, it's worthwhile flying the ship before you move over to Tier 6 and the Cerberus. The fitting that I'll be talking you through is not mine, it is Caldari Jones, his work, so all credits go to him. He's a member of the Abyssal Lurker Discord, so if you've got any questions, again, please find your way there. It's a great community to ask questions. The only thing I did do is upgrade the clone and the ballistic control systems, simply to help out with a consistent running of Tier 5s and reducing the risk of losing the ship. In the end, the Muninn will never replace the Cerberus for Tier 6s. I've tried fitting it out and working through it, but the Cerberus is simply going to be stronger even if you pimp out the Muninn at all with all of the Abyssal modules you can find. It's going to get so expensive that it's simply not worth the effort, and even then the Cerberus is going to be stronger because of its range. So yeah, for Tier 5s this works, it's pretty cheap and we'll talk through that, but the Cerberus is still going to be the best one out there for Darks in my humble opinion. But yeah, let's have a look at the setup. So first, the pod, I'm using low-grade Asclepions to assist with armor wrapping, and then a couple of +3s which are exactly the same as for the Cerberus to help out with the damage. The pod is about 500 mil, which is a decent price, I think, for the upgrade that you get. Yes, it's gonna cost you quite a bit still, right? But it's worth getting if you want to run consistently. You can drop this if you just want to run Tier 4. So for Tier 4s, you don't need the pod for sure. You can run safely with the setup as is. Do keep in mind the boosters that I run with are Standard Crash and Standard Exile. So we'll show that in a minute as well, but keep that in mind as you as we talk through this basically. But yeah, the pod is a good upgrade. Then for the fitting itself on the ship, you can see it on the screen already. I'm running very basic ones, so it's heavy missile launchers 2s, it's a Tenement afterburner. Yeah, I think it's still the best for Darks. I don't think it's needed to go with an MWD, and obviously that helps with the fitting. The large cap battery and 2 Federation's Navy Stasis webifiers. Those 2 will definitely help out because dual webbing smaller targets allow you to use rage ammo on smaller targets and therefore do more DPS. Hence why for Tier 5s it's a pretty decent ship because you can really slow down your targets and then just start shooting them. And then the most expensive module is actually in the low slot, which is the A-type medium armor repair. Then for the tank itself, you've got the armor hardener, the reactive one, and the Corpus X-type's thermal and explosive hardener. And then the 2 Abyssal ballistic control systems that I've added for myself. These were about 100 mil each, at I think 26.7% DPS each. So they're better than the Navy ones, they're cheaper than the Navy ones, as I saw the price were dropping slowly again. They're definitely not in the 60 or 70 mil range again as before, but still 100 mil is cheaper than the Navy ones. Then for the rigs, you've got the medium bay loading accelerator and then the kinetic armor reinforcer to help out with resistances. If we then look at the fitting all up, you can see that it does over 800 DPS, which is really good. But keep in mind that almost 71% DPS comes from the drones. The drones that I'm using are the 2 of Vespas and 1 Hornet. Per the Caldari Jones is fit. They are good enough for DPS, but also have a little bit of more shield to help with them tanking anything that aggresses them. In Darks, the speed will be 1200 meters a second, which is pretty decent, and it's exactly the same or more or less the same as I have with my expensive Cerberus. So it's really quick to move around in the room, which is something you want because your range with rage ammo is going to be 17 kilometers only. And with navy ammo, it's 20 kilometers. This means that targets will need to come very close. This is also why cap management is more important here than for the Cerberus. Although you can see it's pretty stable for the fitting and with cap, it also means that nuding ships will come closer or need to come closer before you can take them out. Whereby in the Cerberus, you know, you can take them out, or 2 or 3 you can take out before they actually start nuding you or do any decent amount of nuding. With Muninn, they will need to come close, and they will be also there will be more nuding pressure with the heavy nuding spawns, and we'll see that in the upcoming videos. It's the more dangerous, I think, for this one compared to the Cerberus. The other thing is you'll need a ton of ammo to help out with applying DPS to each of the targets. Again, we'll go talk through the rooms, but you can, you know, kind of guess that Nova Rage is for Trix. You've got the Mjolnir for Sancha. You've got Inferno Rage for the drone battleship, the Benthic something I think it's called in tier 5s. And then I've got Scorch as well, and I don't remember exactly why I had Scorch in there, but we'll take it through the series and see what's going on. Obviously some paste, and then a pack rat if I feel comfortable dropping that and getting more loot, and then you can see the 2 boosters that I'm running. And I think that's really it, right? So we'll see you in the next video where I'll share some of the runs. Appreciate your time. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about the cost yet, right? So first, before I exit, the ship is about 1.2 billion, making the total 1.7 billion for the entire fit. Anyway, with that, thanks for your time. Catch you on the next one. Please like and subscribe, and see you at the next one. Bye bye.